Welcome to the MetaGame with Oni Black Mage, and we are here at the very end. Part 19, Wonder City of Batman Arkham City, all 400 riddles and trophies. So pat yourself on the back, you got it this far. Hopefully I was just a little bit of help, and hopefully those of you who, watched the entire thing, I hope you enjoy the production. But starting right off the bat, you're going to see right as soon as you enter Wonder City, right off to your right, there's going to be a sandwich board. Go ahead and take a picture of that. Or, I'm mistake, did I say left? Right. I'm already so excited to end this thing, I'm already making mistakes. Alright, so, right around here, wrap around, there's going to be a small shop. When you see a small area you can slide into, go ahead and do so. It is opposite the secret entrance of the assassins. There. Look into this alleyway, up into this doorway you can go ahead and grapple into. You're going to see the beginning of a pressure plate puzzle. Turn around, at the very far end of the room is the second pressure plate you're going to need to land on squarely. Do so. Turn to your left, and there's the last one in the far distance that once again you have to land on squarely. And there you go. One more Riddler trophy. Done with that half of Wonder City. Go ahead and cross the street now. Turn into this alleyway. And right underneath this lamppost you're going to see a baby carriage, and inside is a Riddler trophy. Wind around the corner, westward of where this is, you're going to see a Riddler question mark on one side, and this would be a breakable wall here, but I already broke it down, revealing another Riddler trophy. But this is part of the next riddle that we're going to go ahead and solve. This is remotely connected to a Riddler globe that's actually all the way around here, and inside the secret entrance that, per the story, is going to have to be unlocked. So if you haven't progressed past the Assassin's League side quest, then you're not going to get to this point. Progress forward, but rather than turning down the tunnel, you're going to see a wall you can go ahead and destroy. Do so. And this is the Riddler globe. Alright. The trick to this one is just simply throwing a remote battering around the building to hit that one question mark, and you're going to have about 8 or 9 seconds to go ahead and collect the Riddler from the Riddler globe. Nothing fancy here. I think you can actually hit the question mark bend itself rather than just the dot. But to be honest, I don't think I've actually tried testing that. Alright, it's a League of Assassins concept art. I'm just going to continue walking our way down this area here, down to the Chamber of the Demon, which was an interesting section, I have to say. That was certainly a different boss battle that made, in my opinion, was definitely a point in this game's favor for adding a different sort of boss battle, as opposed to the first one where pretty much all the brawls were just Titan brawls, and it got old really, really fast. Alright. That's another riddle there, underneath that mine that you had to disrupt. Keep on going. Up this ladder, the Chamber of the Demon. Careful, cause female ninjas can spawn here. If you get on here, you're going to see an REC locked door. Go ahead and charge it up. There's a Riddler trophy there. I'm going to be lazy and snag it from here. Turn around on the opposite side. You see our riddle there. It's going to be a Solomon Grundy wanted poster. which was another interesting fight. I was actually very surprised to see not only the entire penguin sequence, but also the Solomon Grundy fight. That was another good point in this game. This game took a good few steps forward in some areas, but, and I'll probably mention this later, it also took a few steps back in a few areas, but we'll cover that later. Alright, right before this chamber, in the Chamber of the Demon, you're going to go ahead and see a couple of the large statues. Go ahead and snap both of those. If you've been diligent with collecting the demon seals, you're going to notice that on the outside of either one of the door that you just walked through, there are 2 demons that you're going to go ahead and break. These 2. Each one of these is of course worth experience and is part of the Riddler completion, so rather than backtracking, you're probably just going to want to go ahead and break them right now. And we're done for this section. We are ready to ascend the tower. Like I mentioned before, boss battles, they were a lot more dynamic in this one, a lot more interesting. The characters were also a lot more canon and authentic to the source material, also great. It's something I kind of wish Nolan would pay attention to in the movies. I mean, I enjoyed the movies too, they were great, very entertaining. But the way he did some of these, like take the Ra's al Ghul in this game and the Ra's al Ghul that he did in Batman, I mean, this one is the real deal. That was how it was supposed to be. And when you compare it to what ended up, it's like, what on earth did he do with that? It's like you took such a different... Don't give me that reimagined stuff, I'm really not a fan of that word. But, I mean, seriously, I mean, what did you do? Why did you make him like that? It's like, almost, it's not quite the same debacle as what they did to Bane and Batman and Robin, but, man... Nolan just seriously has this penchant for just completely redoing villains. I mean, Scarecrow he kept pretty authentic, and that was nice. I actually like Scarecrow, and I think the way they did him in the movie was really, really well done. Kind of wish they didn't reduce him down to being a petty henchman, but I digress. At least they did a good job with him. And then the Joker. To be fair, every Joker from the, I think the Cesar Romano to Jack Nicholson to the Mark Hamill that's also in this game, and the Heath Ledger, each one of the Jokers is different and brings something different to the table, and each one's popular for a different reason. But I'm going to go ahead and say that my favorite, personally, is actually animated series Mark Hamill Joker. Honestly, the one from this game, I thought it was the best one, and I love how they kept it authentic in this game. Personal favorite, everybody has one, everybody has a reason, so there's no right or wrong. I think we can all agree to disagree to agree on our favorite Joker. But if you want my personal opinion, I really wasn't a fan of the serendipity / monologuing Heath Ledger Joker. I'm like, really? Would the Joker really do that? Come on. No. But, like I said, there were good movies. I just happen to disagree with Nolan's image for some of the villains, which is why for Catwoman and Bane coming up in the next Batman movie, man, I really wonder how it's going to be taken. You'd think that there would be some room for some of the quote-unquote already feasibly realistic Batman villains like Black Mask or Hush or Deadshot, Scarface, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks for the elevator ride chat. We're going to go ahead and move forward with the next riddle. It's the Bat of Old Arkham right there. Turn around, we're going to start climbing up this tower. Try to collect everything before collecting this tower, like the demon seals and all the Riddler trophies, and hopefully you've already been diligent with the Riddler hideouts as well, because it's kind of a long way down. Keep winding your way past this section here. Don't jump up yet. Just keep winding around, and you're going to see another Riddler trophy there. This is also, when you get to the top, even after post-game, you can still ascend to the area just below the security center. That's the area you're going to launch off from to also get the achievement / trophy for, I believe, base jumper. A good penchant is to glide yourself towards that blimp over there in the distance and keep circling around and keep hitting the blimp and do it enough times and you'll get the unlock. you're going to see the dot over there next to where we're grappling, and that is part of the last riddle we're going to have to solve, but we're going to get there in just a second. It's also, incidentally, the most tricky, I would say, of the riddles, whose solution is kind of daring in a Batman sort of way. Keep ascending the tower like you would normally. It's very linear, so there's only one way to get up. Keep in mind that the rest of the demon seals are inside the elevator shafts as well. Sometimes I get lost to myself. There we go. Up this ladder is the elevator shaft that also has a few of the demon seals in it. The last few if you've been diligent. Go ahead and glide down. There's no use jumping down the elevator shaft, that would just return you to the beginning. But walk around here, exit the side of the tower. Before going on to this extended area, go ahead and grapple up on here on top of this enclosed encasement, and that is the very last trophy of this game. But not the last riddle. Nope, we're at 399 right now. The last riddle is this gigantic question mark on the side of the entire tower. Lord knows how it got up there. But to get it, you're going to have to not only angle yourself in the proper placement, but you're going to have to drop down and take a snapshot of the riddle while falling. From this point right here. So turn on detective mode. See it? Drop down, snapshot, and there you go. That is the very last riddle there. After this, if you had the last Riddler hideout, Oracle will give you a call right now and reveal the last Riddler hideout, which you can go ahead and solve and resolve. Finally, is the last side quest, but that is it. As you can see right there, 400 riddles. I gotta say, I wasn't really a fan to see how many there were compared to the last game, 240 versus 400, but to be honest, it was still a good run and I enjoyed every bit of it. Thanks for watching. Please pay attention to my further works, Digital Hindsight, but thanks for watching. I'm Oni Black Mage and good gaming.